Hi guys, my name is Christine, and today I'm talking about what happened when I started restricting how much coffee I was drinking. So basically, how much caffeine I was consuming. So basically, I'm just going to give you a little overview of what I did. And basically, what I was trying to do is I was trying to cut caffeine out of my diet completely because me and my partner are hoping to start fertility treatment soon, and I am the one that is going to be carrying the baby. So, because of this, I decided I was going to start cutting back on the caffeine I was having, start drinking more decaffeinated drinks like decaf coffee, decaf tea, things like that. Because I've noticed that when I drink a lot of coffee, I'm really unable to sleep at night. And obviously, if you have a lot of caffeine in your system, it's obviously not very good for babies. Like, it's not recommended basically to have a lot of caffeine in your system when you're pregnant. So basically, I was trying to cut back on the caffeine I was consuming. So what I did was, I'm not a massive coffee drinker, so that I just want to get that clear. I don't want people to think that I'm drinking, loads of cups a day, which is not true. I think the maximum I would drink on a day, and this is the maximum, would be 3 cups of coffee, something like that. But usually, a lot of the time it can be just 2, right? So it's not a lot. I'm not drinking loads and loads of it. I'm not like on energy drinks or anything like that. It's just like 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day. Okay, so what I did is every so often I would swap one of my usual coffee drinks for a decaf version of coffee. And this is basically what I experienced. So almost immediately I became much more tired. That was probably the first thing that I noticed, and just a general low mood. And what you got to think of is like, this is just from someone who drinks 2 to 3 cups a day. So that's the first sort of thing that I experienced, and it was really affecting my productivity, just swapping one of those drinks for a decaf one. And because it was affecting my productivity so much, I had to basically start drinking a little bit more. I realized that, okay, this is obviously not good for me. Obviously, I'm saying not good for me because like I need to be working. I need to be, have the motivation to do the things that I need to do. So it was really tricky for me, and I kind of felt a little bit disheartened because, oh my God, I need to introduce maybe a little bit more caffeine into my, swapping maybe just adding a little bit of coffee to that decaffeinated drink, just a little bit, just to see if that would do something. And luckily it did, and I did start to feel more productive again. But then I was like, well, that's defeating the whole object. Like, I'm supposed to be cutting back. I'm not supposed to be, taking a little bit away. Like, I thought that it wouldn't matter too much if I just went to 1 to 2 cups a day. Usually just the one. That's the one that I experienced the most sort of like withdrawal symptoms, I guess you could say. So it was really tough. And basically what I want to say to you is, if you are wondering about, caffeine and things like that, I don't know if it's just maybe I'm just a lot more susceptible to it, because obviously this is my own experience. You might be able to cut out a couple of cups of caffeine, whatever that may be. Maybe it's caffeinated tea or caffeinated coffee, whatever it may be. You may be able to do that and not experience any symptoms. And perhaps I'm just really hypersensitive to it. But I noticed a huge difference. And what I've come to aware, and I hope, this video will be able to bring maybe some awareness that, perhaps caffeine is something that we should be really taking a more careful look at because of how it can affect you. Obviously, maybe if this was only something that I experimented with for like a couple of weeks. It wasn't something that I did for a prolonged time. I think maybe if I stuck more to it, then I would have been able to probably wean myself off of it a bit better. But I just found it so weird, like the big dramatic effect that it had on me almost immediately, just by cutting back on just by replacing 1 cup of coffee with a decaffeinated one out of my usual, consumption of it. So it was really interesting, and it's something that I'm definitely going to look into further when I am getting a lot closer to the point where I might be pregnant. So I just wanted to, speak about this today and how it can, really change your mood. I mean, I was feeling so tired just from cutting out, perhaps maybe like a third or half of the caffeine that I was consuming. And it also made me really, really irritable and yeah, it just made things more annoying. Like usually I can get on quite well with my daily tasks, and usually if like a mild inconvenience happens, like let's say the power cuts out, or something's taking a lot longer than it usually does, or something's being extra tedious, something like that. Usually those kinds of things don't affect me, and I'm just quite happy to be patient. But for whatever reason, I became really irritable and really impatient just from that. So it wasn't that much I was taking out, and it seemed to be affecting me a lot, which I thought was kind of weird and very interesting and very curious. And I think we need to really be looking more into the effects of caffeine, and what it does to the body. I mean, obviously, it's a great tool because it does, once I start reintroducing it into my diet again, back to the normal levels of what I was usually consuming, I noticed that, my productivity had gone back up. My mood was better. And I just felt, back to normal basically. So I think it's really important that we kind of, think about this kind of thing. And I'm sure there's other videos on this kind of subject as well, but I just kind of wanted to give you my 2 cents basically and what my thoughts are on this kind of thing. So I think the next time I start trying to do this again, I'm going to have to be really careful. And it's just so difficult because I'm a really productive person. So anything that kind of affects my productivity is, really it kind of upsets me in a way. But, obviously it's something that I'm going to have to really, really consider when I get closer to the part of my life where I might become pregnant. So I just wanted to share my thoughts on it, and basically what happened to me when I started to consume less caffeine, and how that affected my life in general, my mindset, my mood, my productivity. It's definitely something to consider and to really think about, and perhaps think about cutting out, because I think, anything that affects you like that, it needs to be really considered and taken a hard look at. So that's my thoughts. Thank you so much for listening, and my account on basically what I did when I decided to cut back on caffeine, cutting back on coffee, replacing those coffee drinks with something more decaffeinated. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. If you've ever done something like this before, maybe perhaps you're going through it as well. Perhaps you've cut back on caffeine. Please let me know what your experiences were, because I think this is so, so interesting and so fascinating. And I can't wait to hear basically your thoughts on it, or if you've gone through it, perhaps you're actually caffeine free and you're not drinking any caffeinated drinks anymore. Please let me know if you have any tips, because I would really like to cut back a lot on the caffeinated drinks I'm drinking. So I'd love to have some advice, or, what your thoughts are on it and what you've done perhaps, or if you're going through any struggles with it as well, so we can, all be in the same boat and have a conversation about it, because I think it's something that we should really be discussing more. Or perhaps I'm just not, perhaps it is being discussed, but perhaps I've just entered the field of it or something like that. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.